Are you struggling to become a consistently profitable trader while also trying to balance having full-time work? Today we'll be discussing exactly the best way to create a trading strategy and a trading plan and also be able to comfortably work a 9 to 5. What is going on, guys? My name's Thomas. I'm a consistently profitable Forex trader. I also work a 9 to 5 job, and today I'm going to be discussing exactly how I created a trading strategy and a trading routine to allow me to be a consistently profitable trader and also work a 40-hour work week. Now, the style of trader that you are and the trading routine that you create really sets the foundations of exactly how you're able to achieve balance between your trading and your work life. It's important that you lay the foundations in your trading to allow you to be able to be flexible with how you trade, to be able to create a trading routine that works around your work commitments. And the first thing that we'll be discussing is exactly the type of trader that you should be trying to be. Now, what I mean by this is that there's different ways that you're able to attack the market. You can be a day trader and look to be able to get in and out of your trades in a short amount of time. You can be a long-term investor and look to hold your assets for days to potentially weeks and months. Or you can be what I am and what I personally recommend that you do also if you're looking to balance with work, and that's to become a swing trader. Now, a swing trader is someone that holds onto their assets for a couple of hours up to a couple of days. And this is the perfect style of trader to be if you are looking to balance your 9 to 5 job. And the reason being is that it allows you to have a shorter amount of time that you need to spend in front of the charts, whilst also having enough trades to keep you excited about your trading. Now, a lot of people come into the industry, and I know I personally did myself, wanting to become a day trader, wanting to be in and out of trades all the time, have a lot of activity and a lot of action in the markets. However, if you are trying to balance working full time, this definitely isn't the best way to achieve this. And this is because of the amount of time you need to sit in front of your charts, in front of your computer, doesn't work with having to have your standard work commitments and working at your desk from 9 to 5. And this is why I recommend, and this is what personally brought me towards becoming a swing trader myself. I wanted a trading strategy after I've spent a couple of years trying to be a day trader and decided this isn't for me. I want something that allows me to balance my work commitments and also be able to have enough trades to keep me active and to keep me excited about trading. And this is why I found swing trading. Now, swing traders typically trade the higher time frames. I personally trade off the dailies. I look for what I call bias candles on the dailies at the close of each day, and then I'll drop myself down to an hourly chart to be able to actively get involved in the markets. And now the benefit of this and the benefit of the way that I trade is that I only typically need to look for entries to get involved in the trades between 7 and 9 a.m. Sydney time. Now, because I trade higher time frames, there's obviously less candles a day. There's only one candle a day when it comes to the way that I trade with the engulfing and shooting star and hammers that I trade. There's only the one daily candle every day, so there's less time that I require to sit in front of the charts. I personally trade an asset portfolio of 15 different pairs and commodities. So 15-20 minutes of a morning between 7 and 9, having a flick through the charts and seeing if there's any opportunities available in the markets for me to get active in. Now, the other benefit of swing trading is the fact that you typically don't need to actively manage your trades as much also. I typically look at the charts 3 times a day. I'll look in the morning, like I mentioned, to see if there's any opportunities and any engulfing or any bias candles available. Then dropping down to the hourly to see for entries. I'll have a look at midday just to see if any trades have been active, and then I'll also look at the evening to do my daily review and to journal any trades that I took throughout the day. I then use the power of having alerts available to actively manage my trades. So depending on what price action does, I might exit trades earlier than my stop loss, or I might look to move my stop to trail the stop as price goes towards my take profits. Now, only checking the charts 3 times a day allows me to have flexibility and allows me to have balance with my work commitments. So if you are struggling to create consistency around your trading due to work, I highly recommend you looking at creating a strategy that has the same rules as I do. Now, this is all documented in my trading plan. However you trade, it's important to have those rules and guidelines outlined within your own trading plan. In my trading plan is outlined exactly how I can actively manage these trades throughout the day in a way that allows me to still be able to achieve my work commitments and my work goals. And it's so important that you have all this written out. That way you have a document that you can always go back to understand exactly how you should be attacking the markets. And this follows on to another tip that I highly recommend if you're looking to balance trading with work, and that's using alerts. Alerts, particularly with TradingView, it's what I personally use, can be extremely powerful in notifying you exactly when you should be actually looking at the charts. Now, I personally use alerts to, like I mentioned, either move stops or exit trades if they go into a certain amount of loss, depending on what price action does. This will just quickly ding up on my phone at a certain time whenever price hits a certain level and closes through a certain level, and allows me and notifies me exactly what I should be doing with the market. So it's a click of a button, it comes up on my phone notification. I can go into MetaTrader where I actively trade and either close my position or look to move my stops depending on what price action does. So I highly recommend you use alerts, whether it be actively managing trades or whether it be to alert you when price does a certain thing or hits a certain level if you're looking to get involved in the markets. And it's really all about consistency. The goal should be to create a consistent daily plan that you're able to follow and achieve while also balancing work. Consistency always breeds results. If you have a profitable trading strategy, you've back tested it, you have all the data there to show that this strategy that you're trading is profitable, and you're not consistently trading the strategy, then it's hard to have that profitability and that edge in the market. You need that edge to play out till its full factor, and to be able to do this, you need to have that consistency in how you trade. You can't be missing trades multiple times. You may often miss that one trade here or there. I've personally become victim to this before, but it's important that you don't create that as a habit. Build that consistency and build this trading strategy that allows you to be consistent with what you know your work commitments are. That way, this will help to ensure your profitability in the long term. It does take hard work and dedication to become a successful trader, and it takes hard work and a lot of commitment to be able to balance this with working a 9 to 5. And this will involve a lot of saying no. Particularly in the earlier stages, if you're trying to balance working from 9 to 5, having to come home and test for hours to create that profitable system when your friends might be out or you might have other things and other commitments that you want to go and do, a lot of the time you're going to have to say no and have to spend that time sitting behind the charts, doing your testing, doing all the things that it takes to become a successful and a consistently profitable trader. And a lot of that is going to involve a lot of saying no. It sucks at the time, and it's not the most fun thing to do to be sitting in front of charts for hours just back testing and going through data, but it is an evil necessity if you do want to become a consistently profitable trader. Strategy development and strategy improvement is so crucial to becoming a consistently profitable trader for a longer period of time. Even now, I'm still spending the hours each week developing and recreating and seeing if there's any ways to tweak my strategy or seeing if there's any other strategies that I can create to add into and implement into my trading system, and which does take a lot of commitment if you do want to achieve this over a long period. Another thing to consider is that the learning curve will be longer if you are balancing trading with work. The saying goes, it takes 10,000 hours to master a certain field, and your 10,000 hours that you have available to master trading is obviously going to be less than someone that's not working at all, that can dedicate those extra 8 hours that you might be at work to sitting behind a chart, to strategy develop, to back test, to do all the things that are required to become a consistently profitable trader. So if you are trying to balance work and trading from the start, it's important to understand that that learning curve may be a little longer than what you're expecting. I personally took around 4 to 5 years to become a consistently profitable trader. I worked through all this time. A lot of it was using strategies that weren't profitable and making the mistakes that a lot of rookie traders will do. But then a lot of that also comes down to not having that time to be able to sit in front of a chart for 10 hours a day, back testing, like someone else across the road might be able to do. So don't be afraid if it does take, 1 to 2 years to become a consistently profitable trader. It is going to take a lot more time and effort if you are trying to balance working while trading. So then you look at it from the other picture, and if you have got that already income from what you're working, the power of prop firms allow you to create a secondary source of income once you achieve that consistent profitability. Prop firms allow you to get access into capital that you may not have been able to otherwise. And the saying goes, you should have about 5 sources of income if you want to become a millionaire. So don't be afraid to continue with work and try to create some balance between your work and your trading, because then it allows you to be able to achieve that second source of income through potentially your own capital and also through trading prop firms and giving yourself access into capital that you may not have been able to achieve otherwise if you didn't set those foundations and have the skill set in place already. So that's it, guys. They're my tips if you're looking to balance working full time and becoming a consistently profitable trader. It's 100% possible. You definitely can do it. It's just important to understand how long that learning curve will be and to ensure that you set that structure and that trading routine in place from the start to allow you to balance your work commitments and what it takes to become a consistently profitable trader. Now, if you do have any questions about how to become a profitable trader to start with, please feel free to comment down below. Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in. Smash that like button if you enjoyed the video. Hit subscribe. Thank you again. I look forward to seeing you next time.